Club Cutlass is a great place to gather with friends. Its friendly atmosphere is generated by the growing community on the Sims below. Award-winning member of the community and reporter for the Newser, Shaw has offered to guide us on a tour of the Sunweaver Estates. Club Cutlass is located 150 meters above the center of Sunweaver Bay. Descending, we notice a pair of castles with a large steam-powered airship between them. This is Shaw's workshop and is always open to the public. You can learn some new building tricks or gather in the cuddle basket for soulful chats. On the patio, you can learn about pneumatic crystal lattice construction. Pick up a free pixel cell kit and enter the pixel building contest for a chance at the 5,000 lindens prize. The free kit also contains some pre-assembled parts to help get you started. You can read the SL Newser for more about the contest. This is the home of Remy. The Arabian house is a loner and is now being replaced by one of her own structures. There are some prefab Tudor houses on the south side of the bay that can be rented. We're headed for the waterfront to see a house with a story of its own. This is the Drunken Parrot Pub. We're not saying that the drinks are strong, but even the walls have been known to become disoriented and seen meandering towards the water. Shaw has another castle here, and it's open to the public. There's a group meditation area on the roof with a great view of the Sim. Moving northward, we come to the municipal buildings. The roof of this building is an airstrip. Aircraft can reach all of the Sims in the community. Down on the lower level, we find the headquarters of our local Relay for Life team, the Sunbeamers. Through this team, our community spirit is amplified, focused, and beamed into the real world to aid in finding a cure for cancer. The coin hunt is a popular promotion. Find all 6, display them, and you'll be helping to find the cure. Did you see them on the airstrip above and on the floor in here?
It has been said that one's home is his castle. Here we see the resident has made their castle inside of a hill. This is a very efficient way to build, and the idea is gaining in popularity in real life too. The Sunweaver Bay Fire Department exemplifies our community spirit. On the roof, Albert, the fire chief, has built a peaceful park with a memorial of the Twin Towers. Albert is also a fireman in real life, lives on the Mediterranean Sea, and uses a translator to talk to us here. When questioned why he chose to live on Sunweaver Bay, he said he was inspired by Becky Shaman's community spirit. From up here, we can see the next sim on our tour. We'll get there shortly, but we have one more place to visit on the bay first. Communities, like children, must be guided to greatness by a handful of heroes that demonstrate that we can bring heaven on earth by giving a helping hand to our neighbors. there is a small isle on the bay where the Sunweavers honor some of their heroes. This coyote statue is the latest addition to the isle. His generous help to members has produced benefits that will spread to the entire community. In the treehouse above, we find rooms dedicated to community members that inspired us in our beginning years as the Sunweavers. The treehouse is a memorial to artistic Femi Cloud. In this room, we pay tribute to our former relay team, the Passionate Redheads. Turning north, we head to our next sim, Sunny Beach. This highway connects all the sims together. One can also travel throughout the estates by water. Sunny Beach, also known as Mythical, is the home of an adorable pair of mice named Eric and Lily. They have put a great deal of work into making it into an entertaining recreational playground for the whole community. Shaw knows the mice and the sim well, having done much of the remodeling here and giving them coaching in the art of community living as needed. The landscape is natural and green to make it fertile ground for stories to be made. No doubt, our local storytellers will soon be making videos here. The lookout tower provides a great view while you contemplate your navel. There are 2 windsurfer board resors available. These are fun and can even travel to the other sims. The northern corners of this sim tower skyward, and they provide another form of entertainment. The cannons can be aimed and fired. We've seen Dr. Philly bounce a cannonball off of Shaw's hat, 90 meters away. One of our favorite features is the surfing wave. It works with any brand of board, and you can even body surf by flying in front of it. There are several waterfalls on this sim, but this one is inhabited by a group of Moogles. A visit to their cave is enlightening because we can observe the power of collective intelligence firsthand. On the North Shore, you'll find boat docks for your sailing adventures. If you haven't picked up a free pixel building kit yet, they are also available here at the Floating Island display. This ship sails on Second Life winds, but it is too large to sail through some of our sims. It's used here for cannon practice. If you wish to go surfing at Sunny Beach, you don't even need to own your own surfboard. Just click the blue surfboard and it will provide a loaner. I guess you could call this the local watering hole. It's a natural gathering spot for avatars and other critters, like these four cuties that Eric uses in his stories. On our starboard side, there is a beautiful hillside garden to explore. The area below is a haven for storytellers, with its bonfire to tell tales around, and a fairy ring and stargate for finding new adventures. There are some large earth-covered homes here on the island. So far, they are unfurnished. Perhaps, if you love Sunny Beach as much as Eric and Lily, they are saving a space for you. Subscribe to Shaw's YouTube channel and join us as we continue to our next sim, the Hidden Valley Community. Entering the sim from this side could give the impression that these folks are all about business. On the right, Angel's Creations provides customers with clothing, jewelry, and some helpful Second Life apps. Across the highway, we find a photo studio and a shop for avatars. You can change species and make a new profile picture on the same visit. Moving eastward, we take a short break from our commercials with a terraced park and a beautiful waterfall. Downtown, we spot Brandy's clothing shop, above Angel's Beach Land Rentals, where you can rent lots here and on Perfection Estates. This is the office of the Second Life Newser, where Shaw works. Hi, Bixel. The Fox Den is an art gallery showcasing the kinetic sculptures of Fox Blackcinder. It's not all about the 9 to 5 on this sim. On the north side, we find R.E. Coyote and Perry Prinz's Magic Garden Cuddle Park. From here, it evokes feelings of Christmas morning, Easter egg hunts, and candles on a birthday cake, all rolled into one. Add a scoop of homemade ice cream on the side, if you please. This park is most excellent at reducing stress and lightening your heart with joy. But wait, there's more. we've only just scratched the surface so far. 3,000 meters up, there's a large moon. It can't be seen from the ground, so what is it doing up here? Time and relative dimensions in space. There's a whole galaxy in here. And a full-size starship. Think of the movies they could make. Just below the moon, you can come in for a landing at Perry's Spectral Shadows Art Gallery. Here we find hundreds of the illustrations from Perry's stories. Local artists Valkyrie and Shaw have joined the team to help with future episodes and videos. "1,000 meters above the gallery, we find another venue to showcase Perry's talents. Here as the house DJ at Club Xanadu. The club has been inactive for a while, but the house will fill quickly with any news of Perry's return to center stage.
Most activity on this sim is in the air, Katsu.
True, Shaw. The radar shows the sim stays busy, but they are playing in sky venues like Tiny Empire, Queendom Hidden Valley, and Rand's Robotech Roleplay. Shaw is very good at finding interesting new locations while flying about the Sims, but she found this structure, owned by Drac Zakato, using a new technique. On her maiden voyage to Second Life, on an upgraded computer system, she saw, for the first time, her own shadow, and has already learned to use shadows to aid navigation. So, hang on to your shadows. We're about to navigate to our next sim on our tour. Sunlight Bay. This highway once snaked across the surface of the bay and required 2 drawbridges to allow boats to pass. To remove this unsightly traffic jam, the whole highway was moved to the seafloor. Sea life is already developing here, and there are plans for a mer community soon. Shaw has discovered it. You can ride the fish. Curiously, like the real world, nearly 3/4 of the sim is covered by water. There is plenty of space to build more community here, as long as you don't mind getting your feet wet. Returning now to the surface, we shall visit the Sim's best known landmark. Mousehole Manor. This castle is the home of Brandy and Nydia Tungsten. Most of it is open to the public, and there is lots to do here. We have yet to see a map of the interior of this castle, but surely one exists, or even the owners would get lost now and then. Nydia's guardian angel theme is a continually uplifting influence on the whole community. The manor has its own movie theater, and there are over 190 movies in the vault to choose from. Cuddling with groups of friends is a popular pastime among the Sunweavers, and there are lots of cuddle areas in this castle. Castles are great locations for weddings, and this one has hosted several. There's even a dance hall for the receptions that follow. Nydia's generous spirit has far-reaching benefits that build community. She is well loved and respected by the Sunweavers. We hope you all will come back soon and explore Mousehole Manor for yourselves. Turning our sights to the north, we head for one of the oldest sims in the estates, Sunweaver Space. The terrain on this sim is robust, to say the least, but its longtime residents have made efficient use of all their space. This individual has a home that uses Sunlight Bay as its front yard playground. How does one decorate an underwater home? Shall we have a peek to see who is home? Ooh, a timey-wimey reminder to continue our tour of space. Our guide is renting space at the Sunweaver Mall and dashes through the fire hose to show off Shah's Boutique. The sky above this portion of the sim was the original home of the previous incarnation of Club Cutlass, which is now located above Sunweaver Bay. On the southwest corner of the sim, we find a small, tree-covered island. Oddly enough, this has become an attraction for our tiniest community members. On the eastern side of Tiny Oasis, you will also find products for flight and warfare. Join us as we take flight to another favorite gathering spot on the sim, the Feral Furry. Every Sunday night, our host, Shockwave Yarich, delights the local gathering with streamed videos from his library. Sunweavers love gatherings and movies. The Feral Furry provides both, and sometimes even a double feature. As we depart from Feral, our maxed out camera provides us with a very unique view of the Sunweaver estates. The 6 connected sims have all been captured in a single frame. Traveling by highway, our last attraction on the sim is Gil's Shipyard. At this desert by the sea, Gil collects, builds, and sails a fleet of vintage ironclads. For the 6th and final sim of our tour, Shah boards her airship and lines up for a pinpoint landing. Pacific Waters and the Sunbeamers are hosting their annual Relay for Life air show. Shaw has friends on the air show staff, and they, knowing of her love for adventure, gave her a parachute and shot her out of a cannon. The aerial entertainment continued throughout the day. All eyes looked to the sky. The show could have made a good video on its own. We are here on a tour of the sim. Let's see what other points of interest Shaw can find on a walkabout. On the tarmac apron, we find a display of World War II planes. The full-scale replicas are very impressive. If you are collecting a set of Sunbeamer coins, keep a sharp eye open on the north end of the tarmac. Whenever Shaw visits the sim, she always stops in to visit the Puddle Jumper Mall to see their latest unique line of products. Shockey and Cynthia make some last-minute adjustments before the big crowd shows up. Meanwhile, Rita has challenged Gil to be shot from the cannon. Cynthia and Shockey follow in rapid fire to demonstrate that practice makes perfect. Shockey checks the sights on the big gun, but when he comes back, his volunteers have all disappeared. Looks like he'll have to be the first to test the dunk tank. On the east side of the runway, there are caverns and waterfalls. These are new to the public, but Shah confessed to coming days earlier and finding all the subterranean chambers. As a news reporter, Shah is quite the ferret when it comes to finding all the details, but she'll always leave out just enough so that you will come for an adventure of your own. Things get curiouser and curiouser as Shah finds a chamber that seems to have been prepared for a tea party or a very merry unbirthday to you. Pacific Waters also features a racetrack around the perimeter of the sim. The eastern half of the race course runs through an underwater tunnel, so your pit crew should make sure you have good rubber on your tires and windshield wipers. Our own top bun, Rita Mariner, is making a final inspection of the dunk tank. She looks a bit nervous about the outcome. Don't worry, Chief. The tank is full of water, not chocolate. We hope you have enjoyed our tour of the Sunweaver Estates. There are many interesting places to visit, and the residents are very friendly and helpful. We all look forward to seeing new visitors to our home sweet